The Galactic Council chamber hummed with the low murmur of 100 different languages, each spoken by representatives of species from across the stars. The air was thick with the scent of exotic perfumes and the faint metallic tang of advanced technology. At the center of the room stood Zorath, a towering Krilixian with shimmering silver cybernetic limbs that glinted under the soft glow of the chamber's lights. His voice boomed with pride as he addressed the assembly. "Behold," Zorath declared, raising his mechanized arm, "the pinnacle of Krilixian engineering. Our cybernetic enhancements make us faster, stronger, and more resilient than any organic being. We are the future of evolution." The crowd murmured in awe. The Krilixians were known for their technological prowess, and Zorath's enhancements were a testament to their superiority. Other species nodded in agreement, their own cybernetic implants gleaming in solidarity. The Zorvax, with their neural interfaces, the Quarans with their reinforced exoskeletons, and the sleek, chrome-plated Velnarians all boasted of their advancements. But in the corner of the chamber, a small group of humans sat quietly, observing the spectacle. They were new to the Galactic Council, having only recently achieved interstellar travel. Their technology was primitive by comparison, their ships slow, and their weapons crude. Yet, there was a glint in their eyes that went unnoticed by the others. Zorath turned to the humans, a smirk playing on his lips. "And what of you, humans? What do you bring to this gathering of the galaxy's finest? Surely you must have something to contribute." The human representative, a woman named Dr. Elena Marquez, stood up. She was unassuming, with no visible cybernetic enhancements, just a simple suit and a calm demeanor. "We may not have the advanced technology you speak of," she said, her voice steady, "but we have something else. Something you might find interesting." The chamber erupted in laughter. "Interesting?" Zorath sneered. "Your kind is barely out of the cradle. What could you possibly have that we do not?" Elena smiled faintly. "Allow us to demonstrate." The demonstration took place on the surface of a barren moon, far from the council chamber. The Krilixians, Zorath at their lead, stood confidently, their cybernetic limbs gleaming in the pale light of a distant star. The humans, on the other hand, appeared almost laughably unprepared. They carried no visible weapons, wore no armor, and their equipment looked outdated. Zorath crossed his arms, his mechanical fingers tapping impatiently. "Well, human, what is this grand demonstration of yours?" Elena stepped forward, holding a small device in her hand. "This," she said, "is a neural disruptor. It's designed to temporarily disable cybernetic systems." Zorath laughed. "A disruptor? Do you think such a primitive tool can affect our technology? Our systems are shielded against." Before he could finish, Elena activated the device. A low hum filled the air, and Zorath's cybernetic arm suddenly went limp, the lights on his exoskeleton flickering and dying. Across the field, the other enhanced aliens staggered as their implants failed. The Krilixians, the Zorvax, the Quarans, all were rendered helpless, their once mighty enhancements now useless. Elena stepped closer to Zorath, who was struggling to move. "You see," she said, "while you were busy enhancing yourselves, we were studying you. We learned how your technology works, how to counter it. And we realized something important. No matter how advanced your enhancements are, they still rely on systems that can be disrupted. But us? We don't need cybernetics to be strong." With that, the humans began their true demonstration. Without the aid of technology, they moved with precision and coordination, their bodies honed by years of training and discipline. They disarmed the Krilixians, outmaneuvered the Zorvax, and outlasted the Quarans. It was a display of raw, unenhanced human potential. When the disruptor's effects wore off, the aliens stood in stunned silence. Zorath looked at his now functional arm, then at the humans, who stood tall and unbroken. How is this possible?" he asked, his voice trembling. Elena smiled. "You rely on machines to make you strong. We rely on ourselves. And that, Zorath, is something you can't disrupt." The Galactic Council was never the same after that day. The humans, once seen as primitive and weak, were now respected and feared. For they had shown that even without the flashy enhancements of the other species, humanity was a force to be reckoned with. And so, the aliens who once boasted of their cybernetic superiority learned a valuable lesson: never underestimate a human.